What's the key to kind of building this consistency? Because we've seen some good flashes here. The third quarter tonight, the start against the Clippers. What's the key to kind of just maintaining those bursts of play when you kind of get them?
Repetition. The more experience, life is the best teacher. With our group, we're still working through some things, and it's really about us valuing every possession, as a singular possession, and not thinking that we need to make any type of home run play or home run defensive stance to stop the bleeding, but us to just focus on winning that one possession.
John, go ahead.
Ryan, do you think you found something with D'Angelo a little bit, running a little more pick and roll? It seemed like in the third quarter he got rolling in a way we haven't seen him this season yet.
Yeah, that was a big focus tonight. And I thought he played, did a lot of good things. Finding more of a rhythm. And he's an unbelievable talent. D'Angelo's going to be fine and he'll find a rhythm, as a lot of these guys will. And you look around the league and. I think all of us coaches in some way in the last 10 days have all said pretty much the same, what I just said right there when talking about one of your star players. Is guys will find a rhythm if they're not in.
And with putting Juancho in the starting lineup, I mean, he looks like he's still struggling a lot with his shot. I mean, how do you try to get him going or get more going from him?
Mm-hmm. That was one of the thoughts, to that move. I did think he had some good defensive possessions. I thought that helped us. I thought his size and length helped us a little bit. Even though we got beat on the glass, I thought he was able to get his hands on a few. I thought, he had some good looks and he missed a couple, that he'll usually make around the basket. For that reason, I see progress with Juancho as well.
We'll go Jason and Dane. Jason, go ahead.
Ryan, one bad quarter, but three pretty good ones. I know they all count as wins or losses at the end, but did this one feel a little bit different than the last three?
It did. We go into every game, putting forth what we feel is the best game plan for our group to win with. And, in that, you make adjustments throughout the game, but, you also want to look for small wins too. And, I like a lot of things, Anthony Edwards, I mean, people might look at a stat line and say, him having 5 points, he had an off night. Some of the passes that he made were, 10-year veteran type passes in reads. So he's coming along. And I was really happy with a lot of that. I'm not happy now because a loss is a loss, but I'm happy with, in those moments when you see that growth and you see things that you're working constantly with these guys at, and they're getting better with.
And then Ed in the starting lineup tonight, the thing he is able to bring with his screening and the way he hits the offensive glass, it doesn't always look pretty, maybe his game, but what do you like about what he kind of provides to this team?
Yeah, him and D'Lo have a continuity too. They play together. In Brooklyn, I like his screening. That's something we got to become better at as a group is screening. We had a number of legal screens already. But then I also like Nas in his role a little bit, where he could come in and be another playmaker with that second group. It was, there were some positives there.
Last question to Dane. Dane, go ahead.
Ryan, you to the Ed question too there. How much of starting him was about pairing him with D'Lo versus having Nas not be on Jokic? Both.
Both of those. You must have read my mind because both of those played into the decision. And we, I make sure to watch last year's games when we're preparing for a team. And Nas got in early foul trouble. So it is about matchups too, because Nas is a big part of what we do here. And it's I like some of the things that those two were able to find.
And then D'Angelo didn't play with Ricky tonight. He had previously been playing with them. Was that specific to this matchup, or do you see that being a stagger going forward?
Yeah, not really specific to this matchup necessarily. A little bit, but hey, the bottom line was we didn't have a few games. We had a few 4 games, and we need to change some things up. And we went through that tonight. 36 minutes. I thought it was we played in spurts of really good basketball, and then you obviously have to add in that fourth quarter, and then it turned out to be a night that we didn't want.